Money starts in your head. Crazy, right? Money was always a hustle growing up in Nigeria. Pay the rent, fuel the gen, and stretch every naira until the end of the month. Living in Abuja now, it's even tougher. Housing in Wuse or Maitama, no be small money. O. And due to the current economical structure, food prices has climbed more than palm wine tappers. And let's not lie, transportation, even the least Okada to the chop wallet. I'd watch travel vlogs, dreaming of touring Europe or Asia, tasting their food and soaking in their cultures and think one day, while I was pushing through my 9 to 5, reality hit me. The paycheck barely covered basic expenses, let alone a plane ticket. I'd sit in a small Abuja traffic, clocking in and out, knowing that this path wouldn't favor me. That's when I chose a different path, manifesting financial abundance. A life where money means freedom, not chains. For me, abundance isn't about stacking naira in an access bank account or a duplex in Asokoro, but I no go mind if it happen. It's about earning at least 10 million a month in passive income, enough to live a debt-free life. Travel Nigerians road by choice and travel around the world. Pen poetry under open skies and connect with people over plates of suya or bowls of foreign soups. It's the freedom to wake up without an alarm, take long walks because I feel like it in my estate or in Italy's cobblestone streets, and scribble verses that dances in my head without worrying about tomorrow's bills. What about you? Maybe your abundance is about quitting that soul crushing job in Lagos, buying a land in your village in a way, or just having enough to send your children to school without borrowing from your uncle in Port Harcourt or disturbing your cousin in Canada for urgent 2K. Whatever it is, this series is your guide, crafted especially for Nigerians. I'm not Dangote or Toyota yet, but I'm on this road and I have been digging deep to figure out how to make it work. I have read books thicker than my secondary school math textbook, listen to podcasts till my earpiece give up. Evidence day. I've watched hustlers across Nigeria turn nothing into something, from the market women in Onitsha saving 500 daily to the tech bros in Yaba coding their way to millions. I have seen it. Abundance is not magic, but it will happen if you mix faith with actions. This series will give you the tools, practical ones like budgets that survives Abuja's rent or hustles that works in a basket, and softer ones too, like believing you deserve more than just managing. No for one here. No send me 10,000 naira for secret formula. No bring to kill three pyramid scheme. Just a plan to turn your dreams into naira wherever you are. But here's the flip side. Nigeria is not just Wahala. At this point, all of us know that Nigeria are lined of opportunities. Our GDP is holding about 195 trillion as at 2023. Even with all that noise, tech still dey boom. Paystack and Flutterwave dey pull billions, and startups dey spring up from Yaba to Enugu. Agriculture sef no dey left behind. Irish and strawberries from Plateau State, rice from Kebbi, yam from Taraba, cocoa from Ondo dey feed us and the world. Nollywood producers like Funke Akindele, Toyin Abraham, Kunle Afolayan, Mo Abudu and the likes dey churn out films wey dey make billions. And make we no forget Afrobeat. The likes of Tems, Arya Star, Temi, Falz, Wizkid, Burna, Davido and the rest dey top charts globally, bringing in dollars back home. We have talent, we have grit, we have hustle. From the oil soaked of in the creeks of the Niger Delta to the dusty streets of Kano, Nigerians will always find a way. The problem is not lack of opportunities, but based on personal discovery, it is as you see it, that is how it will be for you. As we're hustling to survive, what will happen if we begin to hustle to thrive? You get me? That's where my story comes in. I was born and raised in Nigeria. With a pen and love for words, poetry has always been my escape since my early years. Scribbling lines in church and school, dreaming or reciting them on hills in Scotland or beaches in Brazil. I've always loved the outdoors. Something about nature that always seems to resonate with me. Feeling the breeze and listening to the chirping birds as the sun sets, I crave new cultures, new foods. Soya in Sokoto, Pyong Pyong and Matching Ground in Port Harcourt, Afang soup in Uyo. There may be sushi in Tokyo or pasta in Italy, but 9 to 5 life caged me. Imagine landing a job as a fresh graduate, 250,000 monthly. At first, it will feel like progress, but by the time I save 100,000 naira for one small apartment in Guaimpa, fuel the generator with 50,000 because the power grid develop epilepsy every now and then. Budget 50,000 naira for food, 50,000 naira for logistics. Waiting go remain nothing. Sometimes I would have to borrow from family and friends just to reach month end. Dreaming of freedom, but Monday morning again, and I get back to the same hustle. One day I sat down and looked at my life and I said, enough. I cannot continue like this. Work till I die. I would rather die. No time for poetry, no money to travel, no peace. I sabi say 9 to 5 no go give me the 10 million in passive income that I've always been dreaming of. And I have a dream that wouldn't let me sleep at night. That salary cannot even buy me a ticket to Lagos, not to talk of London. Then I said to myself, what can I do differently? That's when I stumbled upon manifesting abundance, not juju or overnight miracle, just a mix of faith, belief, and hustle. I've seen people do it, ordinary Nigerians like me and you, turning small moves into big wins. And I've said to myself, if they can, so can we. Take Nigeria sales strategies, for example. She recently landed a 10 million naira deal with ease. Nobody told her she could do it, but she believed and she pulled and she did. Or look at Opeyemi, a food critic in Abuja who carved a niche in Nigeria we didn't even know we needed. He started with a vision, no help, and in no time he moved to moving 9 million naira in a bad week. These are not people with connections. These are people that saw abundance where others saw lack. This is me telling you now, you can do it too. So what is the plan? I want at least 10 million in passive income. No stress, right? Yeah, no stress. And this is supposed to help me cover Abuja life. Talking about rent, food, logistics. Let's not forget all these things are not cheap. Set aside money to travel wherever, whenever, and to save or flex, do a little charity here and there. I want to trek Obudu Hills by choice, write poetry overlooking the Eiffel Tower, then jet off to taste pasta in Italy, foray in India as soon as they kill diarrhea. I want to meet new people, strangers in marketplaces, poets in cafes, share stories, laugh over food. I want freedom. No debt, no boss, no sorry, and no get anytime I look at my bank account. And I want you to want yours too. What is it for you? This series is our compass to taking us there. We're going to start with mindset. How you think about money changes everything. Then we'll define your freedom, what you need to live your dream. We'll master manifestation mixed with action, Niger style, normal. After that, we'll draw out a practical budget should survive Nigeria's economy hustles that will work from Maiduguri regardless of inflation. We will tackle the things that are holding us back, be it fear, family pressure, possible kind of thoughts. Then we'll live our dreams and build legacy. Finally, we'll wrap up with a plan to keep it going. Each series will dig deep with stories and tools to help you, and of course, with a little bit of Nigeria flavor. Let's look at some Nigeria wins to just keep us fired up. In Lagos, Enioluwa, popularly known as the lip gloss boy, started his content just by applying lip gloss and giving hilarious, lousy dating tips. With his small followers, he captured the hearts of many, going from a 9 to 5 to owning his own thing. He's currently one of the most sought after Gen Z influencers in Nigeria, living better than his 9 to 5 days. There's currently no data of his net worth, but if EU wanted him, he must have worth a lot. Should we talk about Vicky James Atare, one of Nigerians' top fashion designers, known for her exquisite designs? These are people like us. What did they do differently? They had visions for themselves, they believed, they acted, and now they are winning. Nigeria is not easy, but it is not impossible. Is there inflation? Yes. Gary that used to be 10,000 naira is now about 65, 70,000 naira for a bag. And fuel that used to be 200 naira is now 1,000 naira and counting. But there's also opportunity in this country. Tech is growing. Andela is training coders in Enugu. Flutterwave is processing billions on a daily. Palm oil from the east is selling. We are exporting food. Creative hustle pays. Entertainment industry in Lagos and Aba is booming. Leather production in Kano is selling. We have the raw materials. We just need the recipe. This series is that recipe. Your guide to cook your own abundance. I am on this journey with you. I am still in Abuja, trekking under hot sun. I am still writing my poetry at night, but my 10 million naira passive goal is ahead. I am constantly moving, planning little hustles here and there. I am not there yet, but I am not where I started. You don't even need to be a millionaire to start. You can start where you are. If you're in Lagos dodging downfall, or maybe you're in just farming or teaching, maybe you're in Onitsha dreaming big, wherever it is you are, I've got you. Exercise 1, your money dream. You're going to grab a pen and a paper or use your phone memo. For 10 minutes, you're going to write 1, your money dream you have been hiding. For me, it is to travel the world writing poetry outdoors, debt free. Exercise 2, why does it matter to you? For me, it is for peace, fresh air, new experiences, food from every corner of the world. You know, the last one for this series, what stops you? My own is that my 9 to 5 doesn't pay enough. So this first exercise that we're doing now is going to be your guide throughout the entire series. After every series, I'm going to be sharing exercises that will help, create long-lasting effects towards manifesting your financial abundance.